welcome to Monday Night Law. We had a small delay, but we have finally got the Monday Night Law debut of Bo Dalton. I believe I promised this in a previous episode, but we finally have it. Bo Dalton is here and now part of the VGIW channel. Joining some of the recent signees to the VGIW channel, such as Lucha Ruby, with the Groovy Gang, and several more such as Leon, Canner, and so much more. If you want to see your wrestler become a part of the VGIW channel and potentially win championship gold, be sure to upload your wrestler to community creations under the hashtag VGIW. Oh man, there with the jawbreaker. Oh my god, look at that! Oh my god, what an opener here tonight. Bo Dalton is bringing Storm System Worldwide's Nuke and RCW's Nuke. An absolute load of pain. Oh my god. An action like this can only be brought to you by WWE 2K26. WWE 2K26 available now on Xbox Series, PS5, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC. It's a great game brought to you by 2K and WWE. And I think some new DLC dropped not too long ago. Oh, here we go. Bo Dalton. Oh, the reversal there from Nuke. Nuke, that puncher kill everything is an instant knockout shot. Bo Dalton is going to want to avoid that at all costs. Because all this offense will be all for naught if that connects. Oh, what a lariat. Bo Dalton recovering quickly here. And now, all squaring up to Nuke, but Nuke standing firm right now. Power slam. Great stuff here. And now, look at this. Off against the ropes. Bo Dalton. Oh, with a lariat. But Nuke recovers quickly now. You've got two hosses absolutely going blow for a blow. And what a German suplex there into a lariat. Bo Dalton, right now with that superstar build, is really holding firm in this match. And now bringing Nuke back to his feet here. Bo Dalton lifting up Nuke, but Nuke shifting the weight enough. Sometimes it is a careful balancing act when you're lifting a fellow human being, and just a little shift in the weight can completely throw off your equilibrium. It doesn't matter how strong you are, if it's just enough, it can absolutely throw you off your game. Oh, look at that. Oh, Bo Dalton with the dodge, and now coming in hard with a furious combo. Oh, into a pile driver, that has got to do it. No, Bo's not finished yet with Nuke. He wants to go to another level here. Oh my god, wait. No way! My god! And Nuke tried to hold firm there. You saw the way he tried to hold like a brick wall, but ended up tumbling. Nuke once again, though, able to shift the weight. There's no way he thinks a pin's going to work. He's using a dirty pin, and the referee catches it immediately. Nuke was not going to get a cheap victory like that. But he's going to try and make the most of this window of opportunity to maintain control of the matchup. But Bo Dalton now with the elbows to the side of the head. And oh my goodness! What a shot right there. And now setting up for Nuke here to try and put this away. Ducking under. And look at that! What a backbreaker! 1, 2, and there's the kick out once again. My goodness, what a matchup this is proving to be right now. Oh, that has got to be lights out. Look at Bo Dalton climbing up the turnbuckle and ready to fly. Oh, but Nuke dodges. That is a disaster right there. My goodness. And now Nuke, look at that, throwing Bo like it's nothing. Oh, and now Nuke. Punch it off, kill everything. Welcome to VGIW and welcome to Monday Night. Look, a kick out. A kick out. Oh my God. Climbing up to the top rope now. Oh, an elbow drop. My God, what a fight. This opening match is absolutely insane right here. And Nuke ready to continue inflicting punishment here. Oh, look at that. Not giving Bo a chance to recover. He is keeping the pressure on. Oh, locking horns here. And Bo being taken into the corner. Oh, taken up to the corner, but look at that. Bo! Look at that moonsault! What a showcase here. What a debut match from Bo Dalton here tonight. Look at him go back and forth here. At least his Law debut. Oh my goodness. This is a brilliant showcase of his abilities. And look at that, firing back and forth with Nuke. Oh, Nuke catching again. Staggering Bo here. But Bo refusing to buckle under the pressure as these two start hammering away at each other now. Oh, the stagger. But look at this. Fall away slam. And again, Bo Dalton now. Psyching himself up to fly. No. What is he thinking here? What's the game plan? He realised he was doing a bit of a tester there just to see if he could make it. Realised it wasn't going to work, so he's changed trajectory here. Is he going for that pile driver? Yes, he is. Oh, and a leap to that one. Oh, my God. The blood is getting quite heavy there from Nuke. Oh, but Nuke refusing to go down. Taking Bo into the corner now. But again, firing back. And now swooping in there. Look at that. Bo Dalton. Oh, my God. Oh! Is that it? 1, 2, 3. And Bo Dalton wins this one. The crowd chanting one more time, but that was all he needed to finish this off. I gotta say, that was a pretty damn impressive showcase there from Bo Dalton here. He's got the looks, he's got the skills. Bo Dalton may just be the complete package here for Monday Night Law. We're seeing a huge showcase of different, of different wrestlers coming in via the community creations that have led to some, things being shaken up. It's a brand new era here in VGIW. Again, if you want to see your wrestlers taking part, be sure to upload your wrestlers via hashtag VGIW. Success is not guaranteed, but if you want to see your wrestler appear on the programming and potentially win championship gold, then that is what you need to do. And Bo Dalton looking great here tonight. And now, before we move on to our next match, here is a quick word from our sponsors. The best of VGIW video game wrestling. VGIW, GHK, Kitsune Kingdom, Canadian Destroyer Promotions, Terrific Texas Wrestling, and many special events and collaborations. Available only through VGIW, the official home of video game intense wrestling matches. So if it's power bombs, burning hammers, label locks, pile drivers, and hard-hitting strikes that you're after, increase your subscription list with our YouTube channel.
VGIW, bringing home to you the very best of video game wrestling and its matches.
That was great right there. Now, next up, it's tag team action. Boris Monroe, Mark Monroe are teaming up here tonight. And they are going to be taking on Party Man Dan and Groovy Gary of, the Party Squad. And I'm interested to see how this is going to go down here. You can see they're excited to get going here. This is an interesting thing here. Like, of course, Party Man Dan, did well quite recently being GHK, when he had the GHK Bloodshed Championship. While he doesn't have that belt now, he's already won his first championship here on the channel, and that's got to be great. That's got to be a huge confidence booster. Now, of course, going up against Boris Monroe and Mark Mark dating Helen Monroe, so becoming part of the Monroe family, and it's a strong, extremely competitive family. So they better be ready, because Boris and Mark are not going to leave any room for error in their assault. Groovy Gary there with the Irish whip into the corner now. And we may be about to see... Oh, no! Look at the size of Boris Monroe, by the way, compared to Groovy Gary. That is a broad man. Absolutely beefed to the max. And we've seen the way that Boris can land those punches. Now, on the outside are his two daughters, Amber and Helen Monroe. Two of the most decorated tag team champions in the channel's history. They have been holding up the VGIW United Team scene for the women's division. And of course, the most decorated, the Grand Matriarch, Ms. Joyce Monroe, not here tonight, but got to be watching on as the rest of her family gets involved. Wait a minute! Oh my god! Groovy Gary grabbing a hold of Mark. Oh my goodness. But Mark manages to reverse it into a Hurricane Rana, and now the match is beginning to fall into chaos here. The ref needs to do something to try and resume control of the match. Oh! Took that brief moment of distraction, was able to take control here, and oh, look at that flatliner right there. Great work. And now into the corner. Irish whip. And going with a shoulder back toss. Party Man Dan now. Look at that, snapping the neck. Oh my goodness. And now Irish whip into the corner. Oh, the right hand. Oh, a roll up. Two. Oh, there's the kick out. But look at this now, going for those strikes. Oh my god. The forearm there. Right in the face. And this is what I was worried about with Boris Monroe. One of the hardest hitters on the VGIW channel. With that MMA background, he knows how to absolutely lay out his opponents. Mark, meanwhile, a lot more technical, a lot more, worried about tying you into knots. It's going to make for an interesting combo, though these two have never teamed before. They are very familiar with each other's work, not only because of Mark teaming up with Helen there on the right, but because Mark and Boris are both trainers at the training center. They've spent probably hundreds of hours working alongside each other to help get other wrestlers ring ready. Oh man, Party Man Dan and Mark are in a close tussle right now, back and forth. Party Man Dan now looking for that double team, no doubt in my mind. Irish whip into the corner now. And there with the double team. Look at this again. They're playing it safe right now. I can definitely tell they're not used to teaming up, and they're not going for anything extreme right now. Oh, and there Groovy Gary with a huge strike to Boris Monroe. Yeah, I think right now they're playing it safe. They don't want to risk doing anything too crazy, lest it backfire, because they're not quite confident enough. Oh, and look at that though! Boris Monroe countering that double team effort by cracking their skulls together. Oh, here we go now. Again, go for that shoulder back toss. Whoa, nice work right there. And now, oh, that shooting star press right there from ground zero. And the crowd loving this. They don't get to see Mark outside the training center all too often. So this is a bit of a rarity right here. And now go for the pin. One. Only a 1 count. Oh, right across the back now. And Mark off of the ropes. Big senton right there. Bringing Groovy Gary back to his feet here. And back into the corner. While they may be playing it safe, there is clearly a level of coordination going on here that is good to see right there. You can tell that they're trying everything they can to be on that same page. There are the snake eyes. Even a punch to the face didn't seem to dissuade Boris's focus here. Oh, the eyes though! Oh my god, Groovy Gary went for the eyes and keeping those shades on. I gotta say, I didn't think about that, but his shades have remained on his face the entire time. Oh, right to the back of the head, and Boris Monroe decides to, pay Groovy Gary in kind. Probably my dad tags in, but now got a tussle with Boris here. Back when Canadian Destroyer Promotions was a thing, Boris Monroe was one of the top performers before he got walked out by Monday Night Law, and Boris, on top of his VGIW trainer's contract, got a Monday Night Law contract. Now Boris Monroe being dragged to the center of the ring. And you see the way he's trying to get back to his feet here, but Groovy Gary there trying to make trouble in paradise for Boris Monroe. And Boris Monroe dodged it surprisingly easily. Oh no, we might be about to see more teamwork here from Mark and Boris here. No, Boris has different ideas. Rushing ahead. Oh! God, you do not want that mass of humanity crashing into you like that. Oh, natural selection at such an awkward angle. That has not got to be not good for the neck. Back into the corner again, and there's that tag to Mark. And once again, look at this, going for that shoulder back toss. You got to think their game plan was to play it safe this time. Oh, look at that. The core strength of Mark there. And a power slam. If they team again in the future, you got to think they're going to expand their repertoire, but sometimes, oh my god, that can't have been close. That couldn't have been more than millimeters apart there. And a power bomb from Party Man Dan. Party Man Dan and Groovy Gary, meanwhile, have more of a history of teaming up, which is why we're seeing a bit more from them and a bit more tag team experience. There's that tag there. Groovy Gary now has a chance to get one over on Mark here. Look at that strike. And now going for the leg here. Really putting some torque on the knee and the ankle. That cannot feel good. Oh. And now look at this teamwork once again. Oh, look at that. That's what I was saying. There's more experience from these two at working together, and that is clearly showcased here in some of the offense we're seeing here tonight. Oh, Mark's back up though. But Party Man Dan quickly bringing Mark back down to earth. And now into the corner. Oh, Mark able to block, and they're going for a hook. You can see the way he's fighting for control in this match. Oh, caught though. Oh, here we go. Irish whip. And now, Party Man Dan. Look at the dodge there. Baiting Mark in. You wouldn't think you'd be able to do that to a trainer, but anything can happen. Oh, what a strike right there. And now, look at this, Irish whip reversal, but Boris there. able to regain control here. Oh, and now look at that German suplex. Oh my goodness, this is already proving to be one incredible tag team. This is proving to be an incredible tag team matchup. There's the tag to Boris Monroe now. And you gotta wonder, what is Boris about to do? As he goes for Groovy Gary, I think his idea right now is he wants to tear the entire team apart. So he's trying to if one is down, he's gonna focus on the other. Well, here we go. 2, and there with the kick out. Meanwhile, I want to let you know that Monday Night Law is sponsored by the DEgITx weekly gameplay videos and reviews of BattleBots. Oh my goodness, Groovy Gary there with the leap. Incredible offense here, just like there is incredible weapon power from the BattleBots robots. Be sure to check out the DEgITx. Meanwhile, look at this. Party Man Dan there, going for the ankles there. And now, setting up the Tree of Woe. Boris Monroe going to be vulnerable in this position. And Party Man Dan able to get a good few boots in before Boris was able to escape. And there, face first into the turnbuckle. There's the tag. And now, look at this once again, setting up Boris Monroe. Oh, right across the back. And now going for the pin. 1. Only a 1 count. This match clearly far from over. Mark, though, desperate for Boris to make the tag. And it looks like Groovy Gary's just going to let it happen. Oh, and that might have been a mistake right there. I think maybe confidence on Gary's part, but maybe misplaced. As Mark there, look at this. Boom, what a German suplex. And now, dragging Gary away from Dan. Oh, what's the plan? What is Mark thinking about here? Oh, I think he was going to try and put this one away. He has this finishing move, an inverted Boston Crab, which is pretty much whenever I've seen Mark lock it in, that's pretty much a guaranteed victory. Oh, the crowd. Looking forward to this. Last time we saw Mark fighting for Monday Night Law, it was in the Boris Monroe versus JVH match, when JVH got the assistance of Storm System Worldwide, and Mark didn't want to let this be a complete mugging. Tried to fight for his future father-in-law, who quick, close there. And now, Mark standing over Groovy Gary. Oh, the kick to the midsection. And Mark there dodging and returning fire. Oh, look at that wasteland. Shades of Wade Barrett with that one. And now, looking at the pressure on the throat. The ref's going to keep a close eye there. But Mark working over Groovy Gary at the moment. And now, look at that. Whoa! A release on the German suplex, sending Groovy Gary flying. That is impressive right there. And showcases the abilities here. Oh, look at that. Going for a leg lock here. Oh, right in the face. Party Man Dan ensuring that was quickly broken up. And now, oh, look at this. Gonna try and put... Oh, but Gary there, flipping out of the way, and now going for a roll-up. Avoiding that devastating inverted Boston Crab once again. Oh, and look at that. Did you know for a while, Mark was actually undefeated in the training center? Now, whilst, I should probably once again stress, wins and losses don't count in the training center. So there was no actual win-loss record to speak of, but... if you ever watch the training center episodes, even though the wins and losses don't matter, Mark still, was doing pretty well for himself. Oh, which is why I'm always excited to see him actually square up in the ring where these wins and losses do matter, because, suddenly we get to see Mark's ability in a real case situation like this. The amount of real-world matches he has had may be in the single digits, but the training center episodes where he's helping wrestlers and all of that combined to make him, in my opinion, a very interesting attraction. And the Monroes come out on top in this one. What an interesting matchup that was right there. Groovy Gary and Partyman Dan, in my opinion, absolutely had some great offense in this matchup, showcasing their tag team experience. Whilst Bars and Mark may not have as much experience as a tag team, those two are both incredibly adept, athletes in their own rights, incredibly knowledgeable. So I don't think it was too much of a stretch for them to team up here tonight and put the boots to Partyman Dan and Groovy Gary. And you can see there, Amber and Helen Monroe very happy to, Helen got to be happy to see her dad and her boyfriend doing exceptionally well here tonight. Big ups to them both. Alright, well, we're going straight into the next match now. And this is going to be another hard-hitting spectacle. Oh, man. When I saw that this match was coming up, I knew it was going to be must-see. If it wasn't for the Canadian Championship match happening as our main event, I think this would have all the rights to be the big main event, if there were no titles on the line tonight. Coming from Shock Wrestling is Raymond Knox. Look at the size of this guy. Oh my god. And you can see the crowd in awe at this guy. Oh my goodness. Raymond Knox making his way down to the ring. And I've got no doubt in my mind that he is ready to put boots to asses against the Grand Eagle here tonight. This guy, my god, Shock Wrestling. They talk about the VGIW wrestlers being big, but my god, they've got some horses on their hands. They got some big, beefy guys on their roster. I keep hearing about this Jindrak guy, and let me tell you, from some pictures I've seen, oh, my god, is that an impressive sight to behold. Speaking of impressive sights, of course, is the Duominous Game Review channel. Game reviews coming out every single week. Be sure to check it out. Recently, some reviews for the likes of the new Cookie Run game and a review upcoming for the new release in the Copia. Be sure to check that out. Anyway, here comes wrestling veteran, the Grand Eagle. Helped get the Golden Phoenix into the business at a young age. Grand Eagle still doing remarkably well for himself. My goodness. He is an absolute friggin' beast as well. Look at the size of these two. Honestly. My god. This is gonna be an absolute... These are two units that are ready to collide. Holy... Grand Eagle's right back up, but I don't think anyone saw that coming. Wow! What a performance there. Oh, Grand Eagle! He is not holding back. Grand Eagle was, helping Golden Phoenix in a dog-eat-dog world. So whilst Golden Phoenix is very honorable and whatnot and chooses to fight fair, Grand Eagle, many times for his and Golden Phoenix's survival, he would have to stoop down to his opponent's level. In this case, whilst Raymond hasn't done anything down and dirty, he knows that he's got to be just as aggressive as Raymond is. Because look at the shots and blows coming from Raymond Knox at the moment. My god. There is no holding him back here. He is going absolutely crazy right now. Grand Eagle, though, trying to reset the tempo of the match. And there with that springboard leg drop right there. And now bringing Raymond Knox back to his feet here. Oh, and a big super kick right there. Wasting no time right here as he just gets to work. Oh, look at this, locking horns right now. Taking Raymond Knox over to the corner. Nice work right there. And now... Oh! Lovely enziguri right there. And Grand Eagle psyching up the Monday Night Law crowd. Oh, but look at that. Raymond Knox right to the face of the Grand Eagle. Oh, this is one hell of a fight. Like I said, if it wasn't for the championship match, I think this would have been our main event. That just goes to show you how crazy things are right now on the VGIW channel when we can have matches like this and then not even the main event. Oh, look at that, going for that armbar now. And Grand Eagle could be in some serious trouble right now. Having to twist his body. You have to almost add more pain to yourself to get out of the submission hold. And he's busted open Raymond Knox as he now goes for a small package. Whoa, there's the kick out though. Raymond Knox is far from done. A little blood ain't gonna slow Raymond down. No, 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 no siree. Oh, and now look at this, rushing ahead, and he's going for it this time. Oh, and it connects. What a drop kick. Look at the size of these two. This is absurd. Oh, the referee getting cornered here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you can see the referee there. That would have been a scary situation. Rope break right there. And Raymond Knox going into the corner. It looks like a little bit of frustration setting in now. Or maybe a more demented side of Raymond Knox is about to come out. Throwing Grand Eagle. No. Oh, my God. I think it was the more demented side. No, don't do this. Holy shit! Oh my God! Apron pile driver! And that might be it. The referee, not even sure if he should start the count straight away. I think he was thinking about maybe calling the match off entirely there. But Grand Eagle's back for more! How in the world? Rolling back in. The Grand Eagle is taking some gnarly punishment here. Oh! Grand Eagle almost like, you wanted it to go, be taken. You wanted this to happen outside the ring, so I'm going to oblige. Oh, the drop kick there from Raymond Knox, sending Grand Eagle flying. And now stomping on the hand. This is one hell of a match right here. Anytime the Shock Wrestling wrestlers appear on one of these shows, you got to think the rest of the locker room is watching closely. You got to think some of the people in charge, oh my God, like JVH, Rob, like Andre pinning Roberts, they got to be watching on in these kinds of matches. You got to wonder, like sometimes VGIW, GHK, Lord, we've all had, there's sometimes inter-brand conflict. I wonder if wrestlers from Wild, wrestlers from Strike, wrestlers from Core, do you wonder if the GMs have a little bit of a contest going on about which brand can get the most wins? Oh, look at this. Look at her put it away. Oh my God. The combination of the power and the agility of the Grand Eagle. No, 2.9. Raymond Knox is still hanging in there. And the crowd now chanting "Fight Forever" after that one. Sling Blade! Look at this here. Grand Eagle looking for another big move now. Super kick! My God! Oh, lifting up Raymond Knox now. Oh my God! That was a gnarly backbreaker. Oh my God. And now climbing to the top rope, Grand Eagle about to fly. Swanton bomb! This is one of the things that's made Grand Eagle always so lethal, because, he's got the size making those high-flying moves all the more impactful. And of course with that size, he's got great strength. That's always kept him, whilst he's never been a world champion, as far as I can recall anyway, I could be mistaken. But actually, let me check the records. Because we should have it on record if he's ever held any major titles, at least within the grand scope. Like, there could always be some small indie thing we've never heard of, right? I don't want to take away Grand Eagle winning, like, I don't know, the Mississippi Cup or something like that. But based on the shows we've seen, VGIW, GHK, Kitsune Kingdom Classic, Terrific Texas Wrestling, Monday Night Law, Canadian Strip Promotions, we should know if Grand Eagle has won a belt amongst those promotions. And it looks like the answer is no on that front. But Grand Eagle has been able to survive all this time thanks to that skill set. Oh man, Raymond Knox, what is he going to do? Oh, nothing, because he just got caught. He just got by the Grand Eagle. And now, into the corner once again. Big scoop slam, wait, no! Oh, it's like I was saying earlier about the equilibrium. It's been shifted once again. It gets easier to do the more you wear down your opponents. You know, so they can be as strong as anything, but if they're already a little bit dazed, you can take advantage of that. You know, they're a bit wobbly on their feet, and you can just tip them over. You got to be aware enough to be able to shift it like that. Oh, look at that again. Grand Eagle now just lifting him onto the shoulders. Not much you can do about that. And look at this. The Grand Eagle really psyching himself up now. And he goes for an elbow right to the top of the skull. Oh, the crowd. They are overjoyed to witness this brutal beating going on right now. Oh, Raymond Knox still... There's no give right here. Oh, up against the ropes. After this, by the way... Jesus, what a flapjack. And now flipping off the crowd. His alliance to Shock Wrestling being made crystal clear right there. And again... Oh my god. No way! That's gotta be it. 1, 2... No! Both have kicked out of each other's finishing moves. I can't believe it. Oh. These two have given each other hell in this match. After this, by the way, will be the undefeated The Sun, Kato, taking on Orsi Dubs, Garrett Moon. And then for our main event, the controversial Magnus will be taking on Ava Grande for the Law Canadian Championship. Oh, look at this, taking over to the corner now. Oh, to the ropes here. Oh, and throw to the outside. Oh my god. And a shooting star press. Oh my god. What a match. What about? This is incredible. Oh my god. And now... Oh, stomping away here. Elbow strike to the back. And now... Oh my god. Oh! I think this match may end in a count out at this rate. The referee's warning them, they've got to get back in the ring. And the Irish Whip, they're reversed. Grand Eagle taking things back into the ring now. And a sweaty, beaten Grand Eagle. Warding Raymond Knox right now. Look at the welts that are forming on the back of the Grand Eagle. It's only that veteran experience that I think is keeping... Oh! We saw that at the beginning of the match. And that may be the thing to bookend. No! Raymond Knox bringing him back to his feet again. My god! DDT! Grand Eagle and Raymond Knox are absolutely obliterating one another. Code Red! The head hitting each turnbuckle on the way down. My god. The main event may be for the title, but this may very well be match of the night. Grand Eagle now. Look at that the chest. There's a halo. Oh my god, Hurricane Rana right there. And going for the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out. Oh no, trying once again to put this one away. Grand Eagle going for a second time. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3. And Grand Eagle winning in a very hard-fought bout. Nox may have fallen in this match, but I don't think he's got anything to be ashamed about. This was an incredible bout. Just wall-to-wall, banger after banger after banger. These two went above and beyond. I think this is the greatest Grand Eagle match I've personally seen. Raymond Knox absolutely impressed. Both took it to a whole other level. They may not get the main event, but they're going to steal the show. I think this is the match that everyone's going to be talking about after Monday Night Raw goes off the air tonight. Absolutely impressive right there. Grand Eagle's certainly going to be feeling that one in the morning. Look at the bruising on the chest and that massive welt on the back. Stuff like that Grand Eagle's had to endure for the past, for a good while now. He looks younger than he is, but you got to wonder when the body is going to stop being able to keep up with this level of offense. Right, we're moving on to our very next match. And, we have the sun versus the moon. Kato versus Garrett. There's Kato. I believe now over 80 wins here on the VGIW channel. And the crowd, they have been loving every moment of this. They've been loving watching Kato go, tearing apart opponent after opponent after opponent. Whether it be from the many shows on the VGIW channel, VGIW, GHK, Kitsune Kingdom, Monday Night Raw, whether it be wrestlers from Outrage Combat Wrestling, whether it be wrestlers from Shock Wrestling, Kato has fought them all. And absolutely laid waste to so many in his way. And the crowd, no doubt watching in awe at the might of Kato as he makes his way to the ring. Kato has been, tearing apart the opposition. But we're going to talk about one thing that happened last week, that being the offense that Magnus gave to Steel Knight. We'll be going more into that later, but one of the weapons that Magnus used was Kato's own car. And whilst I haven't been able to get an interview with Kato, suffice to say, the word is that Kato was extremely angry with what happened. So I have no doubt in my mind that while Kato's focus tonight will be on Garrett Moon, Magnus needs to keep eyes in the back of his head, because the sun might set his heat, is going to direct his heat towards him before too long. But now the sun set, the moon has arisen. Orsi Dub's Garrett Moon had a great showcase. It was a losing performance, but one of those ones where, in my opinion, Garrett had nothing to be ashamed of, and he's come out here yet again tonight to try and take on Kato. And you can see right there, he is extremely excited to try and end a often talked about undefeated streak. The crowd, no doubt excited. Based on the last match Garrett Moon had, and based on the general performance of Kato, no doubt this is going to be another hard hitter. And then, of course, after this will be our main event for the Law Canadian Championship. So be sure to stay tuned for that one. But here we go now. This match is about to begin. And look at that. The two squaring up. The sun and the moon. And Kato letting Garrett go for the first shot. As the two battle back and forth here. But Kato raining those blows back now. Garrett's got to recover here. It's not looking good. Kato right now getting the better of it here. Oh! Oh my god, Garrett though holding firm. Even against all those shots. Garrett continuing to trade blows with Kato. Good lord, look at these two. Oh, and that boot there. But well, since we've seen that big boot from Kato, but that has sent people, you know, in a tailspin. And now, Garrett looking to try and get a bit of colour from Kato with those headbutts, and he succeeds! Garrett Moon would secretly, I think he'd be a pretty good competitor for the GHK Bloodshed title if he wanted to stick around after this invasion business is all said and done. Oh, look at that. Oh, the jab to the midsection. And now locking horns here. Oh, here we go. Right across the chest. And Kato, oh my god. Whoa. Did you see the blood flow around the eye? It's hard to make out with all the face paint, but there is a definitely much more red on the right side of Kato right now. And that seems to have only enraged, you know, this absolute Goliath from Uganda even more. Oh, Kato now going on the outside. Oh! Taking down Garrett Moon now. Garrett's back up for more. But Kato with the inverted suplex on the outside. Got to be wary of that count out though. Back into the ring. And now rolling it up for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Kato wins. Garrett didn't get as much chance to get a lot in like he did with Dennis Finch. But I think, again, he angered the Sun. And, well, this was hard to come back from. Oh, man. All the air gets violently shoved out of the lungs. You're breathless, just trying to recover from the impact. And look at that blood flow. Look at that. Look at that. Even with the face paint, you can quite clearly tell those headbutts did leave did make a nasty gash. Kato's going to want to get that face paint scrubbed off after this, just to make sure there's no infection. Anyway, it's time for the next match now at our main event of the evening. This, ladies and gentlemen, is for the Law Canadian Championship. And here comes our challenger, and a man who only just started recently, coming back from retirement. This being Magnus Fury. As you can see, Kanner not by his side, as Kanner is his adopted son. Kanner did not approve of the brutal beatdown of the Steel Knight. Magnus Fury, another wrestler submitted via community creations. Again, if you want to see your wrestler appear on one of the many shows on the VGIW channel, be sure to upload your wrestler under the hashtag VGIW. That's again, hashtag VGIW. The Magnus Fury had already started turning heads, came out of retirement, and he's already begun to, well, get some dirty looks and a lot of whispers, because Magnus Fury, that attack on Steel Knight, absolutely uncalled for. Like I said, his adopted son, Kanner, refusing to come out with him here tonight due to that. Oh, man. And now, whilst Magnus Fury may consider this a reward, a chance for championship glory, I consider this a profound punishment, because he's up against one of the rising stars of Monday Night Law, one of the big new stars, the first Law World Champion and current, first and so far only Law Canadian Champion, Arthur Grande. Arthur Grande, short in stature but with a stocky build that allows him to throw opponents around. and a great knack for submission skill, Alpha Grande has started to really establish himself as a notable presence here on Monday Night Law. And you can see there the crowd watching in awe here as Alpha Grande ready to make his presence felt once again. Alpha Grande has already positioned himself as one of the top performers on the channel, as he was the first ever Law Canadian and World Champion, dual wielding the belts, winning in a winning the world title in Giant Championship tournament. He may have since lost that to JVH, but still keeping that inaugural run of the Canadian Championship going, at least up to tonight. He's got a lot of people talking in a more positive sense. But there it is, the Monday Night Law Canadian Championship. The spiritual successor to the belts that were defended in Canadian Destroyer promotions back during the 2K22 to 2K24 period of the VGIW channel. Canadian Destroyer promotions got bought out by Monday Night Law, who signed up all of those wrestlers, including a then rookie Alpha Grande. Magnus Fury, meanwhile, part of another, whilst Monday Night Law has signed up a lot of rookies, a lot of wrestlers from Canadian Destroyer promotions, it's also been signing up a lot of veterans and legends, including Magnus Fury. And this should be an interesting bout right here. The referee coming to collect that belt. And you got to think this weighs heavy on Alpha Grande every time. Anytime a champion hands that belt over in one of these matches, they know this may be the final time they ever hold that belt. Sure, champions may get rematches, but what if you lose that rematch? What if that's the last time you ever get to fight for that belt? For all Alpha Grande knows in his young career, this could already be the end of an era. He has to fight with everything he's got. And Magnus Fury there, not letting that showmanship go through as he just lays a beat down here. And you can see Magnus Fury you saw there in the early stages, Magnus Fury absolutely much bigger than Alpha Grande. So, oh my god, I was about to say about the power thing, but you can see Alpha Grande there, for his size, got some great power behind those, behind him here, as he starts slamming Magnus Fury about. And now, look at this, going for that rear chin lock, but the foot under the ropes. Magnus Fury crawling to the corner. Oh, and there with a strike. And now, oh my god. That is nasty right there. I do want to give an update, by the way, on the Steel Knight. Whilst they did take some pretty nasty hits, they have got a concussion due to their head being not only driven into a curb, but also obviously being driven through the car window. It's a nasty concussion. They may be out for a few weeks just to ensure they're right and ready, but Steel Knight will be making a full recovery and will be back for more action. Oh, look at this right now. Magnus Fury off against those ropes. Whoa, with the splash right there. And now, look at that. Stomping on the arm. Oh, here we go. Lifting up Alpha Grande. Oh my god. Look at that! Incredible work. And now going for the leg here. Wrenching on the ankle. Alpha Grande could be in some serious trouble here if Magnus keeps this up. It's small things like that that build up to a wealth of offense that can put your dreams, make your dream go up in a puff of smoke. Oh my god! That's the experience difference here. Alpha Grande proving himself to be one of the big stars, but again, keep in mind that his debut was right at the very end of the 2K24 run. I believe he's still not even a year into the business. And so the experience difference here is around about a year or less versus many years in the business. That is proving to be the big difference maker. And now That spinning powerbomb looking to put away Offer. 1, 2. Oh my God, that was close. And you can tell the crowd, they're getting excited about this one here. Magnus Fury with the discus punch. Psyching himself up here because he may get his first championship in many years. Oh, the jabs there to the side of the head. And now lifting up Grande, but Grande escaping and right to the back of the leg. Oh, look at that now. Getting into the corner, trying to recover. Oh, quick jab there. And now Magnus Fury lifting up Grande. Snake Eyes. Oh, no, throwing Offer aside now. And the crowd are building to a fever pitch right now. They may be about to watch the inaugural Canadian Championship reign be brought to an end by the returning Magnus Fury. Oh my God, the roll up, 2, a kick out there. Alpha Grande now, sitting Magnus Fury up here, off against the ropes. Magnus Fury's back up, but look at that, Alpha Grande with a clothesline, cuts him back down. And now, going for that stretch there across the back. And Irish whip, to the outside. Oh my goodness, this is brutal right here. And now, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no! That's gotta be the end. That's gotta be the end. Oh my God. And now, here we go. Is this the end? The spinning powerbomb a second time. 1, 2, 3. And the inaugural reign of Canadian Championship has come to an end. Magnus Fury is your new Law Canadian Champion. What a result right there for Magnus Fury, who has just made a humongous victory right there. The crowd, they are in shock and awe. Magnus Fury, like him or not, is clearly setting himself up to be a major force here on Monday Night Law. Look at that. That second spinning powerbomb and driving Alpha Grande into the mat. And that was the end of that championship reign. Alpha Grande now back at square one. The championship being handed over now to your new champion. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the VGIW channel, comment, share, and we'll see you next time.